Hello everyone, this is just going to be an easy video to explain what's on my main site page and what kind of tools and resources you have access to in order to make mods and mess with your files and that kind of thing. So I'd like to go over the main buttons here first. I made a video on this modding repository just a little bit ago, so go watch that video if you want to know what this does. It's really cool. Then I have pre-made mods, download ready-to-use modifications and enhancements. These are all of the currently, or almost all of the currently, community-made mods for Venge.io, and they're all just downloadable on here on the site. I think I'm missing a new one. The LQ mod just got released recently, which I need to put on here still. But definitely come and enjoy some of these mods. These are really cool. And I believe all of these have the JSON and illegal files taken out of them. That way they are not bannable. I have gone through as many of these as I could and made sure that I couldn't see any illegal files, that kind of thing. So definitely come check these out. These are really cool. I've made some of these, and I've made the gray mod and the, where is it? Sketch mod, and there's a charm mod here. Yeah, here we go. Charm mod and a cream mod actually somewhere right here. So just come check these out. It's really cool. The next page is how to make a mod, and it kind of goes along hand in hand with this modding repository here, but it's more of a manual page that kind of takes you through the steps of what everything does, the actual behind the scenes of how modding works. But it's a pretty long page here. There's a whole lot to read. Basically, the left side of the page goes over the retexturing of the game and how that works, where to put files, what to name things, and things to watch out, like don't name a JPEG file, don't name a JPEG file a PNG file, don't change their extensions, that kind of thing. And it gives you your very first mod, wall textures. It gives you these assets here. You can click on these here and it'll open them up. So what you would basically want to do after your textures is come over here and look at your scripting. So you can use CSS to change your menu and JS to change in-game things like lighting and exposure, skybox lighting, that kind of thing. And it's a bit of a longer section, but there's copyable code here. You can just take this and put it in a file, and it'll run. It should run just like you just made it. And then there is a pre-made code download here. This is one of the scripts that I have for one of my mods. You can just copy it with this button here and put it in a file. And I've got some credits up here. And then it will change the lighting on some of these maps here. Probably what you'll want to fiddle around with this section here. This changes the lighting and all of that settings on the 4 supported maps currently. And so just come right here and change the exposure and the strength of each color of the skybox light, and that kind of thing. So that is the mod creation guide. You can go back to the main menu, and then there is another website page here that has, basically it's the same kind of thing as the tutorial page, only just with code. So it has different code blocks that you can copy. The left side is CSS and the right side is JavaScript. Like I said earlier, CSS is for menu and JavaScript is for lighting and in-game stuff. And it just has a navigatable scroll menu that you can look through stuff, listen to tables, messages, pop-ups, and there should be lighting somewhere down here. I believe this is one of the things, yeah. So just come in here, find some code if you want to test it. You just download it with one of the copy buttons, and then you can paste that into like a txt file here. Make sure you change the extension to JS for the JS one and to CSS for the CSS one. Then we have a much larger site for people who like 3D modeling, GLB models, and viewer. So basically it says, important note of models, please be aware that not all GLB files may display a visible 3D model. Some files may primarily contain data such as animations, lighting, and information, or other non-renderable assets. So just you won't always see a 3D model because GLB files can contain other things than just models. But it's kind of like the modding page, but it's a grid of all the different 3D models from the game, and you can click on the little model file here, and it'll open up a window with a 3D view of that model. And there's a button to download the model file and copy the folder that it goes in for the modding process in game. You can look at some of these different ones here. There's lots of different ones. You can also search. Let's search for wall. All this crazy stuff here you can see. And then back to the main menu. This is the texture creator. It's currently in beta and it has a little bit of, it's sort of buggy, so don't roast me over it not working correctly because I'm still working on it right now. But basically it allows you to search these two tabs here for a asset and then select that, and then you can make your own image for it. It's basically lets you kind of draw on here, but it's not quite done yet, so I'll finish it soon at some point. All right, and then the next big section here is the drop-down menu. This has a lot of different stuff in it. Not all of it I will go over. Some of it you can just explore for yourself, because some of it is actually meant for you to explore like this. But I have a clan leaderboard on here, which is kind of cool. It's taken from a couple months ago, because the global leaderboard updates so slowly that I don't generally need to change this. But you can, it's got cool effects. You can click on any of these cards. So let's say we go to the clan that's in number 1 currently, and it will take you to the official Venge website for that clan and show you all the stats. This is a website that's not made by me. It's made by devs at Venge. Great website. You can see the KDR and the kills and deaths and that kind of thing. And you can click on any of the other ones. Does the exact same thing all the way down to 50th place. And then we have a weapons info page. Kind of just organizes the info for all the different weapons in the game into cards and lets you see their damage, their fire rate, ammo, that kind of thing. It's just a good info page for you to look over and see what you can do in game. And then we have a link to my server so you can join and ask me questions. I'm pretty much online all the time, so don't hesitate to join and ask me questions about modding or anything like that. And then I have other servers, so I have some other servers here. If you would like your server added, you need to be in mine first, and then you can send me a link and I will add your server here. That's the only catch, is you need to be in mine first. And then I have just a random site because this is, a site made by me. I have to have something random here. This is just fun for you to play with if you want. It's a physics game. And then I have this page here. So this page is basically just a visual rework of the TXT file that comes with most of the mods on the official Venge server, which you can access right here. Make sure to join this server. It's the official Venge server, so it's a great place to do trading and that kind of thing, and get info and mods and that kind of thing. But it's just shows you the folder structure of how a mod and what it looks like and that kind of thing. And then under the drop down menu again, we have this, which you can explore on your own. I'll let you explore that. This is for the modding repository specifically. And then I have a page with maps on it. This is the best information I could gather from the official website. I just kind of organized it nice here. And then I have an about page that's for me, and it's got a cool animation thing on it. But I think I'm currently working on that, so maybe check out a little bit later. And then I have an image converter. So what you can do with this is really cool. You can drag and drop files or folders here and click to upload. This site I'm almost done with. I believe it currently works, but I'm almost done working on it, so it'll be finalized soon. But basically what you can do is upload a file, multiple files, or a whole folder, and edit the saturation of those files, or you can invert the colors. So let's say you had a mostly dark mod and you want it to be a mostly light mod. but it's like grayscale. So you could make the saturation of that mod completely 0, just to make sure everything is, you know, black and white. And then you invert the colors, so black would become white, and then you could just export all files as zip. And you can, if you're uploading single images or just like a batch of images together, you can choose to export all those images as a certain file type. Or if you're uploading a folder that contains a finished mod, which has both JPEG and PNG in it, you can actually keep original file type when you export it. That way it just edits your entire mod all at the same time. And yeah, you do scaling and maintain aspect ratio and that kind of thing. So it's just a really handy tool because instead of exporting all of the images into a zip file, it actually keeps the original folder structure of the folder you uploaded. So that makes it really helpful for doing batch editing on lots and lots and lots of images at once. You can do like 1,000 images on here, I'm pretty sure. I think I got up to like 1,000 one time. So yeah, it's really helpful for that. Now back on the home page, that's pretty much what I have on this page here. If you have any suggestions you want me to change the site or add something that you think should be on here, I'd love to hear about it. Just head over to my Discord server right here. The only other cool thing I have on here is the theme changer, which people were yelling at me because the site was literally blinding them apparently. So yeah, there's a dark mode for you. Uh, so don't come crying to me when you say there's no dark mode. It's right here. But yeah, this is a video just to describe my site and some of the things on it, some of the tools that are easy for you to use and accessible, just on GitHub here. So just come check it out. I'll have the link to the actual site in the description. And I hope you found this video enjoyable, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you for watching.